Hello, everyone. Oh my god, this has probably been the longest break we've done of this.
Ryan.
Yeah.
I've been busy. I'm sorry.
No, you haven't. You've been avoiding it.
That too.
See?
But yeah, we specifically wanted Ryan here because, according to one of our commenters, this chapter, plus apparently the next couple chapters, is where the show starts getting quote-unquote fic, starts getting religious, quote-unquote.
Interesting.
And Ryan is like not to like bag on you, Ryan, but you're probably the most religious one amongst us, right?
Probably.
So just we needed your expertise going into this, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, just be prepared. If you guys want to recap the last time, I have no fucking idea. It's been forever. But
38 chapters of this fucking thing?
Yes.
And we're only on 26?
Yeah, we would have been done by now if you hadn't been fucking busy for 12 years.
More like a year. And it was half busy and half not wanting to do this.
At least
That
you
doesn't
admit
make it okay.
It doesn't make it okay, but at least you admit it.
Let's just fucking do this.
Yeah,
Right.
so first half will be read by Ryo, second half will be read by Ryan. Does this chapter have a break like the last couple did? Hold on, I'm gonna
Sorta.
scan. It kinda does. Yeah. If that's supposed to be the break, the second half is like double the size of the first half. Jesus.
Oh,
Okay.
goody.
Call it at random then. I don't know.
Like I'll just eyeball it, okay? So, all right, Ryo, if you would.
Don't forget to speak through your diaphragm.
Yeah, I'm no actor. Episode 26. Scream if you know what urban nightmarish legend I did last summer on Friday the 13th straight.
Because that's, that rolls off the tongue. That's a great
Hold
title.
on, let me get my noose.
Damn, dude, we haven't even made it through yet. Don't do it yet.
That title's
Look at how
fucking
many horror
awful.
movies I know. I'm so cultured.
Oh god, why don't you do swamp zombies or something obscure? At least that's a giggle when you Google search it.
Right.
Once more, we cut to the villainous satellite stronghold of Mayhem, Nebeltopia. As you see, my Lord Black Org, those accursed Scanrangers continue to fight hard for their planet. With the power of movies under their belt, they continue to find a way to thwart our plans to conquer the Earth. I, however, have a foolproof plan to finish them once and for all, said Anarchy.
Best character.
I see, Key, said Black Org. And how, may I ask you, how do you plan to trap these children without failing as usual? I am growing impatient with these failed attempts of claiming this planet for my own. Knowing that these rangers use their powers from motion pictures, I can do the same with envelope-pushing, controversial movies the general public would not approve.
Excuse me?
Yep, we're going there. That said, I have a new group to assist me, my lord. I give you Team Nightmare.
So fucking is he just gonna summon the power of Cannibal Holocaust or something? Like fucking
How about a Serbian film?
or that or Nazi porn? Like
I
Sort
brought
of.
Martyr.
It's actually lamer than you'd think. It's just horror movies, which the public largely approves of.
That's true.
oh boy.
Anarchy, using his dark movie energy called...
I had completely forgot he had that.
because they didn't really use it.
Right.
Called up 5 of his powerful warriors, one with a scarred face, a rumpled sweater, and long, sharp razor claws, similar to a certain dream killer from one of the infamous slasher movies.
Just fucking own up to it and say he summons fucking Jason and Freddy and shit. Like,
No, here's the thing. He's going to bag on Rangers for being unoriginal while doing this.
yeah.
The second had a hockey mask with a metal hockey stick and a rocket pack.
I don't know
Oh,
if I
so
would have used
Jason
hockey
X.
twice.
Ryan, don't become Nadia and start giving this guy fucking writing advice, okay?
Yeah,
I
we've
have to.
long since passed that mark.
I still can't believe that Nadia was legit trying to like help this guy.
She's probably one of the nicest people we know, okay?
Yeah.
The third was a copy of the Scream masked killer with an evil smiley face and fangs, but was dressed in crimson red instead of black. So, you know, a certain dream killer from one of the infamous slasher movies. Oh, it's the Scream masked killer.
Yeah.
Same paragraph. Great.
Yeah.
The fourth had a metallic bee head with a hook, like the so-called Candy Man. The last team member was feminine, with a lacy mask instead of leather. She wielded a chainsaw.
Okay.
So,
Is that like that weird Japanese movie?
what
I
is
don't
this fucking... I think they're going for... My first thought is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but because of the lacy... Just because of the lacy, that's making me think of, what's it called? Lollipop Chainsaw? Or whatever?
Yeah, but
That came
this
out way
was
later.
way before that.
Yeah. I know it was, I'm just saying that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
No, whatever. I mean, this is the man who dug up Danger Woman, the world's only paraplegic candy cat. I don't... Didn't you have like 7 titles or something?
Yes.
With Teen Nightmare invading the dreams of the Scanrangers, because that's what Jason did.
Yeah.
Name of the Scream Killer. Yeah, as you do. It will be child's play to trap them all into another dimension. Now, of course, they are at full strength during the day, thus attack them at night, which will make them most vulnerable. But why their dreams? Why not just slit their throats? Silence!
Yeah, pretty much.
You just
Kinda
summon
like what I'm
serial
about to do.
killers. Why don't you use now? Intriguing, said the Dark Master. You may proceed with your plan. ... Anarchy. Thank you, my lord. You will not regret this.
Said the narrator.
A month later.
Oh, wow! Why?
They haven't slept in a month, is the thing.
Holy shit!
The Scanranger crew stayed in an off-campus condo owned by Rosewood, while he still kept to his police duties at CJU. Tony was cooking up a little something for Nick and Vin. It's ready, guys. I hope you like it, she said. It's a Filipino delicacy.
Why?
Adobo chicken.
Put a comment instead of a period after she said.
Meanwhile, Ryan's also thinking, not chicken lo mein, shit taste.
Chicken
But that's
I
not
had that for
Filipino.
lunch today. That was pretty dang good.
Whatever. She spoon-fed Vin as he chewed, then paused.
Is he a baby? Can he not
Yes.
fucking eat himself?
Mentally he is.
I mean, it is clone Vin, so like that's possible, but still.
Here you go, little boy.
That's okay, here's where it gets dumb.
Here comes the plane.
Tony, I've got to hand it to you, Vin said. You've reached a new low. First time I've tasted adobo chicken like this. Long pause. Tony felt very disappointed. Pause. And it was great, Vin finished.
Vin is a douche.
You scared me, Vin, and your sentence made absolutely no goddamn sense. I mean, I put so much hard work into making this.
Although that
Pause.
said, I guess I'd be a douche too if someone fucking spoon-fed me like I was a 2-year-old. Like,
Well, I mean, Vin doesn't know who he is.
sure, or where he is.
You did, Tone, said Nick, although he didn't really want to hurt her feelings. Be a little sensitive to the lady, Vin. After all, with her being in the States for a couple of years and not going home, she needs some type of encouragement.
She's very weak-willed. I'm sure you've noticed.
I'm
I mean,
trying to
we're not
white knight
friends
her
or
so I can get in
anything.
bed with her.
Maybe a few cheap fucks on the side, you know, I mean, as
Maybe
you
I
do.
could get Theo in on the action. Wait, that's Power Rangers. I don't want none of that.
No, that's fucking wretched. No, the show that shouldn't be mentioned. Well, at least someone appreciates my cooking. The amnesiac. In fact, I have some more you can nibble on later. Pause. Nick whispered to Vin. Let's save this dish for Mikey. Pause. Yeah. Pause. He won't eat it. Pause. He hates everything. Pause. Vin faked a rim shot. The
what
phone
the fuck
rang.
what was worthy of a rim shot? What in that sentence was worthy of it?
He hates everything.
There was no pun.
Tish.
There was no punchline.
The punchline is this fic.
Yeah, no, the punchline is us fucking reading it. That's the punchline.
No, this is the punchline.
Ow.
Yeah, I should have punched
Why
further
did
up the
you
arm.
do that to me?
I hit myself, thank you.
Why would you do such a thing? I thought we were friends.
I'm the one reading, shut up. The phone rang and Tony answered it. Hello? Tony Montana.
This is Tony Udesu.
He would.
He would, though. Like, that's not out of character for this writer.
Speaking, pause. You've just been chosen to be our finalist in our all-campus contest. Answer this question and you'll be our first prize winner of a DVD player. Wow. The question is, who is Fred Astaire's longtime dance partner? Too easy, pause. Ginger Rogers, who else? You're absolutely correct. You'll pick up your prize, but first prepare yourself for the shock of your life. Suddenly, a current of flowing electricity bathed Tony. She screamed, rendering her unconscious.
No, she should be fucking dead.
We need to wait until they're asleep. Why are you tasing them? Shut up.
We want them to hurry up and go to sleep.
They haven't slept in a month. I'm tired of waiting.
Good lord, Tony. Tony, shouted Vin. He tried to revive her, so she is dead.
Holy
but to no
shit.
avail.
Okay, if she is actually dead, then you know what? Applauds. Fucking, you win
That's
there.
okay. This is where we get stupid. The phone electrocuted her.
I should pick
He
up the
angrily
phone instead
picks
of
up the phone.
smashing it.
Who the blazes are you? What'd you do to her? Answered me. Vin yelled. Tony then disappeared. The voice changed over to Keys as he laughed. That's not proper phone etiquette, sir. He's got you there. Fucking destroyed.
Anarchy is still the best.
Listen, I may have electrocuted her over the phone line, but...
That is no excuse to be rude, mister.
That's right, remember your etiquette. Anarchy, what have you done to her?
And how'd you get her phone number?
It's in the phone book, asshole. Oh yeah. The same thing I'm about to do to you. Then, cried Nick, let go of the phone. He realized that and dropped it. The phone disintegrated into dust and went into speaker mode.
Literally how? What?
It went to speaker mode after it turned into dust.
What? How? Fucking no.
So what was the plan here? Cover his hands in phone dust?
Yes.
Now it's going to be really uncomfortable for you to hold things for an hour or two.
Like he could have just done a thing to where, like, I don't know, Key's voice just kind of echoes across the room using like dark magic or something.
Yeah.
No, see, we need to bullshit this.
Like, see, Ryan, this is why you're my editor.
Good move. Pause, said Key. Pause. But it still won't save you. If you want your pretty partner to stay alive, you will do exactly as you're told.
Why wouldn't you just kill her regardless?
I want them to sleep. You're all gonna take a nap.
Again, this is really unnecessary, I feel.
It cuts to Tony, and she wakes up in a bedroom, and he comes and is like, time to go to sleep. And, like, he puts the covers over and, like, tucks her in and, like,
gives her some warm milk.
Here's some more milk.
The very hungry caterpillar. So, do exactly as you're told for your friend's life. Forget you, cried Nick.
Wow.
Okay, she's dead. Click.
Wow! Nick does not care at all.
If you harm a hair on her head. The TV automatically turned on. It was a live shot of Key standing there, with Tony still unconscious. You mean, like this? He literally plucked a single strand of her hair and snapped it like in that one awful action movie. I thought they were doing horror movies.
At first I misread that and I thought it said he sniffed it, and I was gonna be like, whoa, bro. Oh,
dude.
I love
You're
head and
really
shoulders.
getting at
Or
it.
head and shoulders.
I don't know, man. Dove's really coming on strong.
Dial for men. She's a tomboy!
At that point, BC and Mikey ran into the apartment. We heard the distress signal that was never sent, said BC. Is Tony okay?
Exactly.
The distress signal. 5 seconds
There's
elapsed.
a signal specifically for when Tony's in danger.
I guess, and it's automatic and instant.
I guess. And considering the timing, it sends out when a single hair of hers gets plucked.
I knew that would lure you in.
Damn.
Seriously,
Got us.
you guys are so fucking stupid. No, pause, said Ben. We've got to save her, pause. The only thing is, I know for certain that Key is goading us into a trap. You don't say.
He just admitted he was doing that. Fucking...
Suddenly the door slammed and the windows locked, and the entire dorm room was taken into another dimension, and it spun like a tornado, a la the Wizard of Oz.
Why?
Even though we're using slasher movie logic.
Yeah.
The velocity of the wind knocked the four men out, then scattered them in different areas of the new dimension. Meanwhile, Tony finally woke up and found herself in a suburb.
But she was in a room with anarchy.
No, she's not, I guess.
Okay. Sure.
He was probably like walking back and just dropped her off at like Tony daycare.
He just plucked her in the middle of a cul-de-sac, just dropped her there.
Alright, this'll take care of itself, I'm done.
Well, that's my shift for today. Punch out.
This looks creepy, pause, she thought. I'm in someone's kitchen, pause. She answered the phone.
No, you're not. You're in a suburb. But... okay.
That includes the kitchen, thank you.
Uh,
Who is it? Crashing through the window?
Wait, she answered the phone that wasn't ringing.
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
Who is it? Crashing through the window came Shriek the Slasher. The Scream knockoff, I'm guessing.
The hash-slinging slasher.
Ready to become the queen of the cut-up, sister? He said. And get killed by a nobody like you? As if. Lights, what? My film brace is gone. I can't transform. So I guess he's... Yeah, anybody brandishing a knife is a loser. You shouldn't take them seriously.
Indeed.
Just make fun of them. They won't do anything to you. Shriek tried to cut her. Oh, well, there went my theory. Tony dodged and retaliated with a kick in the face. Which, cried Shriek, I felt that. What a pussy. This is the monster?
Yeah.
I'm hopped up on dream power. Oh, but I felt her kick. Ooh. What the? That should have put him out for the count. Everybody I've spin kicked has just dropped while I was in human mode.
Yeah.
No, you're going to pay, my feisty female. Shriek zapped Tony with an electricity bolt from his hands. Okay. Tony was shivering, feeling very frightened. No, feeling very electrocuted.
Seriously.
What have you done to me? Get away from me. It's over, girl. Say goodbye.
Don't you mean what have done to me?
True. What have done to me? Get away from me.
Get me from. It's over, girl. Say goodbye. Suddenly, out of nowhere, like everything in this fic, Nick jumped on top of Shriek, twisted his arm, disarmed the monster, literally, and body slammed him on the floor.
All at once?
I guess so.
Okay.
There's 5 monster dimensions. I should let them team up on this one.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Tony asked Nick, are you alright? Nick, what happened? Thank heaven I found you. No time to lose. Let's find the others and get out of this place. Nick, look out. Tony cried. Shriek tried to stab Nick with his missing arm.
Yeah.
His fast reflexes enabled him to avoid a fatal stabbing.
Hey kid, you're on the road for stabbing.
No, this is a suburb. Shut up! Instead, Nick was slashed on his arm. That was my good jacket, said Nick, completely ignoring the horrible
I think you should be more concerned
knife
about
wound.
the giant gash in your arm.
Seriously. Take this, happy boy. He punched Shriek out with his bare palms and clotheslined him. Shriek was revealed as a robot, now out of commission.
So Tony is weak shit is what I'm getting from this.
Apparently he didn't summon monsters, he just made shit robots.
Yeah.
This is why I despise teen slasher movies, said Nick, rubbing his hand. Because they make my hand hurt, but usually for other reasons.
Also, ow, my fucking arm. What, like, you gonna acknowledge that?
It's just a horrible knife wound, he's fine.
Okay.
Without warning, Shriek rose and threw a pair of gas pellets at the two rangers, rendering them out cold. Not knocking them out, just rendering them.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, the teen slasher movies hate you too. Now what shall I do with the two of you? Death?
So much for being out of commission. Also, how about you, like, kill them? Because they're apparently not gonna fight back.
Meanwhile, Vim was wandering around what looked like his old town. Urban, New Brunswick.
Okay.
He answered a payphone with extra precaution. One that wasn't ringing. He was hoping he could talk to somebody.
Exactly.
Hello?
Moshi,
Vin,
Moshi,
is that
this
you?
is Vin Desu.
Yes, Mikey. Where are you?
How did Mikey know the number to this payphone?
I don't
In
fucking
an
know.
alternate dimension.
I don't write this shit.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I probably wouldn't get past chapter 3. I'd just give up.
And even then, it'd be much more enjoyable than this shit.
Then they all died at the end. Well, you know what? It didn't drag on too long.
At least it got to the point.
I'm not far from Livingston Ave. Oh, I guess that's supposed to be Avenue. But, yeah. I mean, you gotta shorten it in text, because this is how people speak.
Totally.
There's this, pause, thing that's shooting everyone in sight. I couldn't use my powers, and hurry, the line went dead. Hang on, Mikey, Vin ran up the block and saw him down at the hands of Jetson, the rocket-powered slasher with a scythe shaped like a hockey stick.
Why?
Jason X.
I mean, yeah, but why not just give him a scythe?
Yvonne blasted off towards Vin, swinging his hockey blade to behead him. Vin fell backwards before he could strike and kicked him in the gut. Jetson cringed in a fetal position because Jason was known for being a huge pussy who couldn't shrug off damage.
Yeah.
No, there was that one time he was turned into a fetus by nuclear acid, but that aside.
This is...
Come on, Mikey, our communicator has picked up Tony and Nick, even though we don't have our scan bracelets.
I was about to say, what?
We're cheating. They shouldn't be far from here.
Those shouldn't work. A. B. You shouldn't have them. Fucking... Oh my god.
We're cheating.
Oh my god.
Okay. Alright, Vin, let's go. They run around the corner and see Jetson again. What's it been? Anarchy and Friedrich Krieger. Nice.
Wow.
Both laughed as they watched the helpless Scanrangers from their hideout.
And
Act
now
2.
it's Ryan's turn, and Ryan, I am so sorry because part 2 is like double the length of part 1.
I'm not
That's
sorry.
alright.
I can switch up the music now.
Alrighty, here we go. Act 2. BC awakened in the middle of a cornfield. He saw a sign which read, "To safety, right way. To be cut up into itty-bitty pieces, wrong way. I'd turn back if I were you."
So go straight.
Where the fuck is Takeshi?
He's dead.
Yeah,
I
I
guess
like
so.
reading his stuff. I like reading Japanese anime things.
It's not anime, it's just shit.
Nerd.
This definitely isn't Kansas anymore, he thought. Out of
Because
nowhere.
your fucking university was in Kansas. Yeah, fuck you. God damn it.
A masked chainsaw-wielding maniac named Laceface attacked BC.
Oh, Leatherface. Okay.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's... So they basically just made it a random woman for the sake of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just to be different.
Wearing lace. Right, that's... Well, I guess he was that desperate for some cheesecake.
Yeah.
He dodged and saw. He dodged the saw before he himself was sliced in two. Gnome film energy? I can't even transform. Not a good idea to fight a gal who's supposed to be dead. Execute the better part of valor. Run!
I hate
BC
BC.
What does
The
BC
better
even
part
stand
of
for?
valor. It stands for...
British Columbia?
Yes.
No.
It
Black
stands
cock?
for bullshit cuck.
Yeah.
Bullshit cock.
Yes.
I was going to say berated cuck, but that'll work too.
Rated cock.
Both are acceptable.
Or bullshit comedian, but there's no air quotes.
Yeah.
B cuck dashed to his shack in order to...
B-cuck.
The cuck part is the most important part of his
It's
name.
him to fuck bees.
Brings a whole new meaning to beehole.
No,
Have you ever
Theo
tried-
does.
Have you ever tried to sound a bee?
Oh lord. He found a pretty Midwestern woman sitting near a mirror and brushing her hair. Hey lady, listen to me. You gotta get out of here. There's a killer on the
Okay, as
loose.
someone who lives in the Midwest, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Things.
Like, the fuck?
I don't...
Whatever, move forward.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I don't know.
Yeah.
If you meant like just a regular person, there were probably other ways to go about it, unless you were going specifically for a specific time period. The woman ignored BC. She's saying, "Oh sugar guy, oh sugar guy."
Why?
Hey, didn't you hear me? You're gonna be killed if you don't get out right now. Come on! The woman still did not respond. She continued to sing, "Oh sugar guy, oh sugar guy," as BC was about to leave to save himself.
Our hero.
A creature called Sugar Guy leaped out of the mirror, pulling in the helpless lady in shock. The woman screamed as Sugar Guy had slain her. No! You animal!
You were about to abandon her, shut the fuck up. Like, no,
Yeah,
you can't
but-
play that now.
Fucking watch me.
Like, you can't
I'm
do
gonna-
that! What?
I'm gonna get that Oscar.
No! What the fuck?
Bitch Cut cried as he tried to break the mirror.
Bitch cock. You know what? I like that one the best.
How about baby cock?
Baby cock.
Baby cock. You know what? If anyone else can think of great acronyms for BC, leave them in the comments. I want to hear it.
Leave them in
Read
the
'em.
comments. At the same time, at the same time, Laceface crashed through the door. When BC turned, Sugar Guy grabbed him and was about to pull him in the mirror, but with Laceface,
No one forgets the mirror monster.
Laceface pushing him in. I can't break free, said BC. Can't concentrate on anything to attack them with. Looks like this is it. Suddenly, another shadowy figure appeared. His face was unseen, but he confronted the three. The stranger had a staff in his right hand, and with one wave he sent a horde of locusts against Sugar Guy, who retreated back into the mirror. The stranger then threw his staff, which turned into a snake, and bit Laceface. The chainsaw-slashing fiend made a hasty retreat.
You ready for Christian morals?
Yeah, this is where the religious part starts.
It's kind of telling. Oh, you're just cluing too.
You just now cued in?
Look at the fucking locust, the stuff that turned into a snake. It's Moses.
Yeah. BC was amazed. Hey, dude,
Oh
whoever
my-
you are.
Oh no.
Hey, dude, whoever you are, thanks. As he was about to shake his hand, the mysterious character interrupted him, replying, Come with me if you want to live," quoting a line from Terminator 2.
Thanks, I'm not a fucking idiot. But next up, I think I know where this guy was now going with this. Fucking
Hey man, if
BC.
you insist, buddy.
before Christ. Fuck this guy.
No.
Fuck
What?
him. Fuck
I don't
this
know if-
writer. No.
I think that's incidental since this came so much later in the shit story.
You
Yeah, I
know
think
he was like, wait, I nicknamed him BC. I could totally pun off this. I'm a
No,
genius.
I doubt that was the case.
like,
I
Yeah,
really
have to-
do.
You'd have to plan pretty far in ahead to... And even then, we don't even know if it's going to pay off in the end.
this is Scanranger. It's not gonna pay off. What the fuck you mean? Is it going to?
Oh, I mean, once we get to chapter 38, it's really gonna kick in.
Yeah, because it'll be over.
If you insist, buddy, replied BC. Meanwhile, Vin and Mikey ran around the corner again and confronted Jetson once more. In the same fashion, Vin beat him up again.
Well, no, you read that slightly wrong, Ryan. It wasn't around the corner again. It's around the corner again.
Around the corner again. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Ooh,
'cause
you know what? I
doesn't
gotta
get
guess here.
hyphenated.
Alright. You know what we haven't seen yet?
What?
Takeshi.
No. Light movie energy.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Come
It's
on,
fucking
Mikey.
happening.
Our communicator has picked up Tony and Nick. They shouldn't be far from here. Didn't you already use that line?
Yes.
Yes.
Isn't that literally verbatim the line you used before?
Yes.
You can switch it up, you know.
It's Ryan, again, you don't need to give this guy writing advice.
This isn't the next episode or after the eye catch where you need to catch the viewer up. You can have them say something else.
God damn it.
Right, let's go! Mikey then stopped in his tracks. Wait a minute, Finn, I don't know how to explain this, but you do realize we've been going around the same corner for the past half hour in the same routine. You beat up that cyber creature, and then you said, come on, Mikey, and I said, right, let's go.
It took you a half hour to figure this out.
Grief, you're right.
Not very bright.
At the same time, we don't know what happened to the others. You don't think they're... No! Don't even think that! They've got to be alive! With these creatures on the
damn it.
night of the prowl, we're tougher than that, even with our film braces on the blink. Let's find them! But first... And they all take their
I
pants
wish
off and
they
start
were
giving themselves
dead.
blowjobs.
I should be dead. But first, a quickie, just so we can get our spirits up.
Oh my god.
You know, that dark film energy is influencing them. This is
If
not
If
PG-13.
Takeshi was here, this would be a good chance of being like...
It's not Slash, you sickos.
Subarashi! Where was I? The two decided to go the opposite way and still
No, you
saw
skipped 2
Jetson.
lines.
No,
Well, no, I did.
he did.
Wait, no, you didn't. Never mind. Okay.
He's fine.
You're fine.
Alright.
Sorry.
Fine. This is getting very monotonous, Vince said. Suddenly, Jetson was about to blast off to attack, but a few frogs jammed his rocket back, enabling it to explode.
What?
Like the plague of Egypt.
Ven and Mikey looked up and saw B, his blue scanner guys, and the cloaked stranger as Jetson retreated. Who are you? Asked Ven. Come with me if you want to live, said the stranger. How do I know
I'm
you're...
doing Shakespeare now. Am I doing good?
How do I know you're not in cahoots with mayhem? The mystery man answered by reactivating the two men's film braces. What? How? Vin and Mikey transform into Red and Yellow Scanner, respectively. Blue walked to the others. It's alright. He's with me. He, as BC looked again, the stranger disappeared. Let's find Nick and Tony. Yipes, I'm repeating myself again, said Van.
Yipes.
Yipes.
I've forgotten basic words. My amnesia's getting worse.
Dadgummit! Meanwhile, the other two Scanrangers found themselves in a very high and dry situation. Nick and Tony were out of loop. Nick and Tony were both chained and were hanging on a rope overlooking a lake, where Anarchy and Friedrich Krieger watched. This is so coolness.
No one has ever said that in the history of ever. Was this written by a 50-year-old?
No. Somebody who's been taken by Alzheimer's at 20.
Ouch.
Said the evil captain. Now with my dark energy, I too have the power to command and control scenes just like you. Since you lovebirds intervened, at the same time, Tony and Nick were equally insulted at the lovebird remark, being that they were just friends.
That's why we're insulted. The mere notion that we'd be interested in each other. Ew.
Key continued, I must eliminate the competition in order to take my share of conquering the world.
No, but seriously. Like, I get being irritated, but insulted?
Yeah.
Is she that repulsive?
Nobody likes Tony.
Like, Vin, I get, he's awful, and so is Nick, but, like, she seems okay, I guess.
This kind of
evils.
this kind of sounds like one of those like setups of where like the two characters that you wouldn't think hook up end up hooking up later on.
Who fucking cares?
I don't think anyone in this fic would realistically hook up with anybody, and they're all gonna fucking end up macking on each other eventually. Pretty
Sweet.
predictable.
Nah, it's gonna be a horrible orgy.
Red Scanner and the other Rangers will rescue us, defiantly said Nick. The Scanrangers, ha, said Krieger. Or Krieger.
Yeah, you didn't spell it right.
Yeah, you kind of forgot your name of your own character.
Not the first time.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, he and his friends were stuck in a continuous time warp. They're going to repeat the same scene with Buddy Jetson forever and ever. By the time they realize that, the two of you will be meeting in a watery grave. You probably should have put a quote before last time. Because
God damn it,
that was a
Ryan.
quote. Well, I'm criticizing it. I'm not giving them advice.
I know, but still.
I mean, like, I gotta
You gotta flex your knowledge. I understand.
I gotta flex my knowledge, and I need to actually say something. So I'm just like, oh, this is okay.
Don't flex too hard.
Yeah.
And to give the lake some bite, said Key, he used his dark film energy to call up a school of flesh-eating piranha fish from the B-movie of the same name.
Really?
Now circling Tony and Nick. This does not look good, said Tony.
No shit!
Well, you're telling me.
You're telling me. Wah, wah, wah. Said Nick. Oh, heck. You know what? Let's just cut to the chase and get it over with, he said nonchalantly.
Thank you! Just kill them!
Do it, Freddy, using his Freddy Krueger style call. For a second I thought he was going to say using his Freddy Krueger powers.
I'm going to blatantly name drop the things I'm ripping off,
Yeah.
but refuse to use their names.
Yeah.
Friedrich Krieger cut the rope, sending them to impending doom. But Yellow Scanner warped in the scene in his super mega suit and caught Tony and Nick before the piranhas were able to get a taste of flesh. What? Said Key. Yellow Scanner! Red and Blue joined Yellow, getting the others out of harm's way. You thought you could beat us at our own game, Anarchy? Said Red. In your dreams, pal!
That was the fucking point.
Wait, at their own game, but you've never fought in a villain's dream and manipulate.
No, but see, in his dreams. But only when he dreams.
Okay. Also, they never went to bed, and none of the villains ever entered their dream, and it's been a whole fucking month. This whole fucking thing doesn't make sense.
No, it's okay. Watch this next part. Remember how they didn't have the f***s up?
Yeah.
Read on.
I'm going. The stranger then tended to Nick and Tony, re-energized their film braces, and also transformed to green and pink.
Good to see you're back all of a sudden.
Something! Always something! Cried Key.
I agree, Key. Fuck that.
Team Nightmare, front and center! Jetson, Shriek, Sugar Guy, Laceface, and Krieger appeared before the Rangers. The Eiga Sentai went into their fighting poses. Red Scanner, an athlete of action.
Nerd.
Green Scanner, soldier. Blue Scanner, king of comedy.
No.
Subjective.
Yellow Scanner, animaniac.
No, anime maniac.
And that's what I meant. Animaniac. Pink Scanner, musical mistress. The team shouted. Soldiers of the silver screen. Movie task force Scanranger.
This fic even does the pose thing badly. God damn.
Key then barked out, "Hurt them!" But don't
kill them, just hurt them.
Hurt them very badly.
He's actually aware enough to know that they're just going to ass pull out of this. Just fucking hurt them at least.
I guess you got tired of saying, "Destroy them," eh? Said Blue. The Scanrangers picked...
That's supposed to be a zinger? Fucking...
the Scanrangers picked a partner, and the battle was on. Pink went up against Shriek. The imitation Scream Slasher took off his cloak like a cape.
We didn't know.
Covering them both. They end up in another dimension. As Pink looked around, then Shrieked appeared out of nowhere to slice her. Pink Scanner's armor kept her from serious damage.
I was unaware these suits were armored. Like, was that ever mentioned up to now? I don't think it was.
The only shit we've really established is that a lot of duct tape went into it.
That's only for Takeshi, though.
Where is he anyway?
Exactly! Where the fuck is he?
I'm gonna make you pay for the kick in the face. Here comes your final cut. Pro.
That was almost a Power Rangers tier pun. I applaud you. Almost.
On the contrary, here comes your final cut.
Really?
Pink replied as she disappears.
That's your awesome comeback?
Yep.
She used a holographic illusion and in no time flat shouted, "Charisse, kick!" Shriek was out cold once again.
I looked that up. It's not a thing.
Yeah.
Blue took on Sugar Guy and Laceface.
Really? Two at once? Jesus Christ.
I hope he dies, but I know he won't.
Sadly.
Laceface began swinging her chainsaw at Black Cuck. You know, I'm getting sick of tired.
Why black?
I'm trying to be different.
What?
I didn't want to say bitch cuck again.
How about
I wanted
big cock?
big
Black
cuck.
cock. And it's just
Black.
a Clan emote.
Black cock. You know, I'm getting sick and tired of being chased by chainsaws. Enough that I had to deal with that Kuro Buzzer guy. BC then saw Sugar Guy lunge at him. He jumped out of the way, only to see Sugar Guy run into Laceface. You go figure. After the two nightmare cyber creatures got up, they searched for Blue Scanner. They were unaware that Blue was right behind them.
Somehow.
Yoo-hoo! And I don't mean the soft drink he pulls.
That's
It's not a fucking
chocolate
soft
milk.
drink.
He
The
just
fuck are
pulls down
you
his pants
talking about?
He just pulls down his pants and just has a giant diarrhea dump all over him. They're like, oh!
That's also not a soft drink, so it still wouldn't work.
Well, since it's diarrhea, it'd be pretty soft.
It's not a
That's
drink,
not how this
though.
works.
See what I'm going though?
Kind of, but it's still not working.
I think you're not working.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm sitting here criticizing this shitty fucking fic.
Get him! said Sugar Guy. He and Laceface ran towards Blue. Speed bow staff! He pulled it out, and using his pause button underneath his film brace, he summoned his comedy film energy.
Wisely realizing that the only way to preserve comedy energy was for him to stop talking and moving.
Pretty much.
Out of one end of his speed bow staff was a giant mallet similar to one of Goggle Yellow's weapons.
That's a Sentai show, children.
Stop! Shouted British Columbia as he froze Laceface and Sugar Guy. Hammer time! Like the cartoons, Blue Scanner pounded the two Team Nightmare villains on the noggin, and out for the count. Jetson and Frederick... Oh, why was it Frederick now? Frederick Krieger went up against...
Consistency, what is that?
I don't know
Against
the names of my own
Red.
shitty villains.
Went up against Red, Green, and Yellow. Get ready, guys! You can take on the Jason wannabe. The Elm Street fake is
Elm
mine.
Stream.
Elm Stream.
It'd be
It's
more
just-
interesting.
Just Freddy Krueger playing Overwatch on Twitch.
You know, if we sent this dude like $5 for a written draft of this, we could technically send this in and get him sued for copyright infringement.
Oh god. Let's not do that.
You
Said
pussy.
Red.
I'm just up for
Thank you.
shaming him online, okay?
Fake, you say, replied Krieger. That's your first mistake, boy. My master has given me powers beyond what Mr.
Powers.
My master has given me powers beyond what Mr. Krieger could imagine. Absorb. Krieger then sent Red into yet another dimension to fight
That
alone.
was Ryan's real voice, everybody.
Totally. Now, where am I? Said Red. He was back in New Brunswick and witnessed his then girlfriend in high school being terrorized by a gang of
I'm
thugs.
glad she
May?
doesn't have a name.
May? It can't be! Hey! Then
He
shouted
referred to the name of the month.
Exactly. I hate the month of May. It sucks. May flowers are stupid.
I hate it. My girlfriend cooked me.
Damn.
This ain't BC.
Damn, son.
Get your hands off my girl! And what if we don't? Replied one of the thugs. His answer was a bullet that barely grazed Vin past his face. The impact pushed Vin to the wall, knocking him semi-conscious. Moments
Fucking impact.
Moments later, he saw his girl also unconscious. He crawled to May, but it was too late. She was already dead.
Oh my wa shinderu.
That'd be
Nani?
cooler.
No, not again. I couldn't save her in time.
Oh, so she
Vin-
died the first time too, huh?
Vin began to get emotional, but stopped. He clenched his fists. Then a dark shadow appeared before Vin. Now, who's going to save you now? Said Krieger, about
Comma,
to use
space.
comma space question.
Yeah.
Said Krieger, about to use his razor claws on Vin. Vin was still, while Krieger moved in for the kill. It's too late and too slow, Krieger. This is really
You recovered
my
from
throat.
that fast.
Shouted Vin. He grabbed Krieger's hand and in Steven Seagal fashion and snapped his arm
the
in
people he could pick.
in half. The Teen Nightmare member screamed in agonizing pain. My arm!
It's a little bit more than that. It's in half.
Oh no, my girlfriend died in high school, which is apparently a thing now. Oh well.
Yeah. Fuck it.
It's like at the end, like, what happened to your girlfriend? Guys, Harrison Ford killed my girlfriend.
Oh my god, this next part.
Your stupid arm is the least of your worries, said Ven. He automatically returned to his red scanner persona,
Oh my
bringing
god,
back
the clone Vin thing keeps piling up.
Bringing back my past where my sweetheart was killed was a mistake. That event made me stronger and able to finally fight back.
Bullshit.
Nobody...
Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Bull.
Hi, instant plot? Add dead girlfriend.
Nobody messes with my mind and gets away with it. Red proceeded to whomp the tar out of Krieger, then went to his signature move.
Rambunctious child slash.
Just question though.
Uh-huh.
They killed her, not him, even though he was right there.
Uh-huh.
Why?
You know, for drama. Very cheap drama.
Is it drama when it was pulled straight out of his ass and just abruptly thrown in?
Yes.
Okay.
A rainbow slash! Red then slashed Krieger down the middle, and as soon as the killer went down, they were back in the regular dimension with the other combatants. Krieger was on his knees and passed out. Welcome to my nightmare, said Red.
As he returned to the fic proper.
Yes.
Jetson had yellow and green on the ropes, and now it's time for the power play. Mario has nothing on what I'm about to do next. The fuck?
Even
I wish I
Ryan is
did.
disgusted.
Jetson began spinning his hockey blade. It spun faster and faster like helicopter blades. He shoots! The blade barely missed Yellow's head, but it boomeranged towards the two Rangers.
Oh, he
No
apparently threw it. Okay. Glad to know.
No time to explain. Run, said Yellow. They ran for their lives as the spinning blade got closer to Green. When I give the signal and say go, run to your left. I'll go to the right. What are you doing? Said Green. Trust me. The two headed towards Jetson, and at the exact last minute, using Green's film energy, a hollow clone in green and yellow form stood in front of Jetson. Go! He said. Then the two dodged left and right.
So did them or
What?
the clones dodge? It's not clear.
Who cares?
What the cried Jetson as he took the full brunt of the spinning hockey blade,
How?
exploding and half dismembered.
Exploding.
Thus
He exploded in half.
Thus, our heroes were able to make quick work of Team Nightmare.
There was nothing quick about that.
No.
Rule number 3 is in the Good Guy's Handbook, said Red. Good triumphs over evil. Give it up, Key.
That's
This
number
is-
3.
This is for you, Leo. I now see that good triumphs over evil.
Goodbye.
Points for anyone who knows what that reference is. Like,
I want-
seriously.
I want to die. I want to
That's-
die right now.
That's it. You forced me to play my trump card. Killer Bites! Activate! Team Nightmare awoke, then shed their human shells, revealing their android forms. Krieger shouted to the others, "Now, Team Nightmare, unite!"
Literally
Yes.
how they all kind of exploded and broke into like a million pieces.
I don't know. Yes, sir, the other four replied. They fly... Oh, sorry, that was my lamp. They fly into the air and merged into one being, forming arms, legs, torso, and head. In Japanese, they shout as one form, Nightmare Gatai! Kurosresha!
You forgot to combine.
That was for the people who don't know what
No, you're
gatai
supposed to
means.
read it, Ryan, as it's written.
Okay, fine. Let me have a redo. Nightmare Gatai! Combine. Kurosresha!
There you go.
There you are. Also, fuck you for your Voltron reference. This show does not deserve it. Or fic, whatever.
I wish I were dead.
They grew giant and were about to attack.
They grew giant as Theo's mouth watered.
But they don't have a dick.
Hey, you don't know that.
Or at least I hope they don't.
It's giant and robotic. It never tires.
It also hurt, like, a lot.
Theo's into that.
Next time on Will It Fit?
The box office smashers blast off from the Hollywood Hills hideout
Wait, you
once more.
skipped one, I think.
Nah,
sorry.
he did, but who cares?
No,
As Key
gotta be
teleport-
authentic.
As Key teleported back to Nibbletopia, the Scanrangers were left with no choice. You know what this means, guys, said Red. Roll out! Box office smashers! Shouted the Rangers. The box office smashers blast off from the Hollywood Hills hideout once more.
They're still in a dream is the thing.
Let's put them together,
Yeah.
guys, said Red. He and the others shout out, Box office formation! Blockbuster! The mecha unite and form Blockbuster.
Seriously, they're still in a dream. These areas shouldn't even exist.
Yeah?
Kuroslasha very angry! Kuroslasha blast! Blockbuster!
Wow, this is racist, actually.
Very.
That's what they get. Oh sure, we've got a monster who speaks in incredible Hulkese, said Blue.
That's
The
totally what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't say it's Hulkese and then prior have them be a, like, Nightmare Gatai and whatnot.
Yeah.
The mighty robot and Kuro Slasher grappled until the monster punched
Blackbuster.
Blockbuster in chest. Kuro Slasher pulled out a double-bladed weapon. One side had a sickle, the other had a chainsaw. With the sickle side, Kuro Slasher blasted an energy beam at the center of Blockbuster's
You
chest.
keep saying Blackbuster.
I don't know why. Causing
Cockbuster's
serious,
chest.
Ballbuster's chest.
causing serious damage. This guy's too quick for us, said Red. Thunder Dolby! Thunder Dolby flies to the scene and lands a sick sidekick at Kuro
A sick
Slasher.
kick at Kuro Slasher.
Yo, bro, that's a sick kick!
Kick
Red
flip
didn't-
more like, yeah!
Red then jumped into Dolby as Green piloted Blockbuster. The monster blasted a beam at the two robots, but the Dolby shield blocked the shot. Thunder Dolby ran jumping into the air, giving Kuro Slasher the Dolby Sonic Smash! Shouted Red. The punch also snapped Kuro Slasher's staff in half. Lead Robot then threw Kuro Slasher over and smashed him to the ground. Alright guys, said Green, let's do this! Blockbuster energize! The robot charged up and blasted off towards the combined cyber creature. The Rangers shout, Blockbuster bomb! The robot released its energy and eradicated Kuro Slasher. No sequel for you, Anarchy!
But you didn't kill Anarchy,
said Yellow. The Scanranger stand in victory with Blockbuster and Dolby stand triumphantly. And what of the mysterious stranger who helped our heroes? He watched the Rangers from a distance. Well done, good and faithful servants of Hollywood. Till next time.
I'm glad you know what that is, Moses.
He then dashed away. Back in Nippletopia, Anarchy, obviously ticked off, turned before one of the Teen Nightmare members. The others followed after Krieger. On the contrary, Scum Rangers. There will be a sequel. It'll be called Mayhem 2, The Wrath of Team Nightmare. We'll destroy you next time.
Lame.
The team returned to the apartment where everything had all began. Are you alright, Vinman? Said Nick. I'm not certain. After that battle, Key's powers must be more powerful than we ever imagined. Since we fought them the past few times with their own version of our film energy, I thought that the professor had mentioned that there were only 3 or 4 other people spread over the world possessing the power of film energy. It can't be Mayhem, because his henchmen, Key, Vixen, and Ugg have something that's similar skills.
Okay, so first off, bullshit, because film energy innate powers had nothing to do with anything with you just getting the fucking film races. And in fact, it was transforming that gave you the power of film energy, so fucking what?
Unless that stranger who assisted us in that other dimension is one of the genuine recipients, I think? I can't read well. Of Project Paramount's film energy, said Blatant Crap. It's possible, but for now, the battle's won. We can rest up, said Vin. And we
also,
can try.
This plan had nothing to do with them going to bed. What the fuck was the point of calling on dreams and shit?
They need to sleep. Oh well, I'm just gonna electrocute this bitch, whatever.
He was like, oh right, I was supposed to do that. Hold on.
Yeah, fuck do I care.
And we can try out a little more of my chicken adobo, finished Tony. Mikey, BC, I know you'll like it. Then, with a smirk on his face, whispered to Mikey, whatever you do, Kunio, just chew and smile. Chew and smile. Yeah, that goes double for you too, said Nick, sneaking an anti-acid tablet in BC's shirt pocket.
Anti-acid is...
Him ball shirt pocket.
Listen, man, anti-acid is actually code for roofie.
This is... The battle with Mayhem had almost drained our heroes. However, with some outside help from an inspirational source, they were able to win. What was the stranger's agenda? How did he know about the Scanranger's identities? More questions to be answered for another time. To be continued.
Here it comes.
In our next Scanranger adventure, just when you thought our heroes had proved that they can just act, just wait till you see them sing and dance. To replace 5 teenage heartthrobs, the Rangers in a very popular boy band switch places for a week. Watch out, 98 Degrees. NSYNC, eat your heart out. Back off, Backstreet Boys. You too, Three Lights. For all you Sailor Star fans out there. Here come the newest singing sensations of all time.
I doubt that.
Next time on Movie Task Force Scanranger, Episode 27, Main Street Men. Roll that film!
So why do the Backstreet Boys have to back off when they're literally stealing their act?
Yeah.
Like, I thought the point was, oh yeah, 98 Degrees, not good enough. And Sync, still not good enough. What was he even getting at?
I don't know, but holy shit, that chapter.
Just wait until the next one.
Holy fuck, that was a ride.
Why do you guys torture me?
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. You agreed to be here.
Like, god damn. Like, I'll give it this, it wasn't just straight boring like the past couple chapters. Like,
Generous.
like fucking... Oh, that was bad. Oh my god. I don't know if it was the worst chapter, but holy shit, dude. What did you guys think?
It sucked.
How about you, Ryan? What'd you think?
It's not religious enough yet.
Ryan's about to explode.
Or cry.
I mean, it's like, I've got my hunting knife right here. I could just end it right now.
You could stab your computer screen, yeah.
I could stab my computer screen. I could stab myself. I could take the dragon boxes with me because if I'm going to die, they need to die too.
Damn.
Me first.
No. I brought it because I wanted to open up a package. For those listening, no. I use this as a tool to cut things that are not flesh.
Mainly
sometimes, mainly people. I think besides the stuff I already said, I think the references I think are fine if you don't actually like. I mean, I think Mr. Red Scanner San was probably thinking he could get away with it because of the movie theme. The problem is, like, it made it a little too obvious. And by obvious, I mean just outright stated, hey, it's a reference to this. And it's like, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
I understand that's part of your gimmick, making movie references.
Why does Leatherface now have tits?
Good
I don't
question.
know, it's kind of hot.
No. No, it's not.
But yeah, this wasn't fun.
Oh boy.
No, it was fun. It was just bad.
So, with that said, I guess we'll wrap up until next time, in which Ryan probably won't be there because I don't think he wants to suffer through 2 in a row.
Thank you.
I will. I gotta see this holy bullshit through.
I'll be there, of course. We might read another chapter tomorrow, maybe.
Maybe.
But, yeah, until then, you guys have anything to say before we close?
Don't roll that film. Just put it in the trash where it belongs.
I bought candy. That'll make me feel better.
You gonna share?
It's, yeah, I'll share.
You're okay, man.
Okay.
Now hug.
No.
Please.
Don't ruin the moment.
But alright, till next time, guys. Later.
See ya.
I wanna die.